Hi, I'm Liv, podcasting from Italy.
And I'm Tina, podcasting from the Philippines. Welcome to
Merienda Therapy Podcast,
a show where we celebrate our 40s one merienda at a time.
Hi mga kamerienda, this is Liv. Welcome to the 6th episode of our Merienda session. If you haven't had a chance to catch our previous 5 episodes, they're still available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Hi mga kamerienda, this is Tina. Welcome again to Merienda Therapy. Please follow our Facebook and IG pages to get updates of upcoming episodes. Isa na namang kakilig-kilig na episode ang handog namin sa inyo. Today, if you like our 2-part dating episodes, which I see that you do given the views, you will surely like this episode because now we get to talk about getting married in our 40s. So to all those who are still hoping to get married in your 40s, this is for you. So this is for me also. So mga kamerienda, this will be fun.
Joining us in this conversation is someone I heard is quite popular. Mukhang may fan club yata siya. Actually, isa ako doon kasi I follow his Instagram kasi ang dami niya magagandang mga travel photos talaga. He's a sales manager at a French electric company, a mountaineer, and a travel photographer. He got married in December 2020 at age 40 and is now a new father to a 6-month-old baby girl. Tama ba? Yan.
Yep.
Welcome to Merienda Therapy, Dom.
Hi, thank you, Liv and Tina.
Welcome to the podcast, Dom. Mga
Right.
kamerienda, Dom may
Yes.
be our only guest today, but because Liv is also married, I get to ask her as well. So we will also hear her story and insights. So I'm most excited here to learn
Tama.
from this too. Kasi baka
Sure.
sumunod na ako, you know.
Yes,
Baka,
go
baka.
team.
So, but first, our merienda. Ako, kasi mabilisan, yogurt ang merienda ko. Healthy merienda.
Oh, sarap
Yogurt
yan.
with nuts and strawberries and
Mm-mm.
sweetened with maple syrup. Ikaw, Dom,
I remember Sagada pag mga ganyan.
sa
Ako,
gada.
my favorite actually is champorado.
Oh,
Yeah.
umuulan
so
pa naman
champorado
ngayon.
and mango juice.
Oh. Start na palang ulan ngayon?
Umuulan. Ngayon, umuulan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Tama.
perfect yung champorado.
Perfect.
Sobrang
Ikaw,
mainit dito. So, meron akong leftover na chocolate cake
Wow.
as usual. Pero may ginawa ni Arrigo na itatry mo dito, Tina, when you get here.
Yes.
Hugo Spritz.
Wow.
So, so Hugo Spritz, pinag-usapan namin kanina, ano siya, popular na spring and summer drinks dito. Usually, ang nakikita natin sa mga picture is yung Aperol, yung orange
Aperol.
drink. So,
Mm-mm.
Prosecco base, tapos may Aperol. Pero this one, may mint kasi siya. So, mas gusto pa siya.
Kinabahan ako, Liv. Kala ko margarita eh.
Ano na? Hindi kasi Aperol. Tapos, I mean, may
May
sparkling water.
konting ano. Bagay yan
Yeah.
sa chocolate cake, no? Sa matamis.
Tama.
Oo. Yeah. Bagay siya sa mainit na panahon.
Yes. Okay, dalawang weather natin dito, rainy and summer over there.
Tama.
Ayan, pampagana sa ating chikahan. So let's start. So to start, kwentuhan niyo ako ng love story niyo. Quick story lang on how you met your spouses, how long were you together before you got engaged, and how was the preparation for the wedding? Let's start with ladies first ba? Si Liv muna.
Go, Liv.
Mabilisan lang kasi yung guest natin si Doc.
Okay.
Well, with Arrigo, online siya and nag-start siya ng COVID. So, 2019, late 2019. So COVID, long distance na walang meet-up kasi nga walang magagawa eh. So, I guess, in a way, siguro nakatulong yun kasi wala namang choice eh. And sobrang lockdown ng Italy. So, siguro wala siyang choice kundi i-continue yun sa akin. And then eventually, 2021, December, ako yung nakapunta kasi summer, hindi pa siya pwede sa Singapore kasi hindi pa allowed ang Italians dahil sa high cases nila. So, and then 2021, mahirap kasi lumabas ng Singapore. Well, actually, madaling lumabas, mahirap bumalik. Kaya hindi din ako makatravel. So 21, and then yun. So parang inabot ng mga 3 years, and then late last year, we got married. Ayun. Yun yung pinaka-summarized version.
Yes.
How about you, Dom?
Yeah, sure. So, kami naman ni Jen, actually, it's a bit weird kasi magkasama na kami sa isang community since 2012. But we only started dating. I started courting her in 2018.
Mm.
So, ganun katagal, 6 years.
6
And
years mo
then,
binantayan.
6 years na, honestly, parang hindi ko pa talaga siya masyado napapansin until na nakikita ko kasi si Jen, ang ingay niyang tumawa eh. So, in a community wherein we are together, talagang mapapansin mo pag tumawa siya eh, talagang lilingon ka. So, it was only in 2018 na talagang parang, I think, worth ano talaga to, pursuing. And then in 2019, naging kami. And then we got married in 2020. Ayun. So, ganun.
COVID din.
COVID
COVID,
din.
no?
Yes, COVID din. COVID din, tama.
So paano yun? As in online
Bilis lang
or?
din, no?
Oo.
Ang proposal ko is online. And then, so ang nagbigay sa kanya ng ring is pamangkin niya. So na-set up ko yung family niya. So si Jen hindi niya alam. So sinet up ko. So yung ring. Nakakatawa kasi Jen is in Bulacan and I'm in Parañaque. So ang ginawa ko was to parang at that time 7 PM yung parang curfew. So parang by 7 PM no one should be out. So ang ginawa ko parang 5 PM nag-drive ako to Mekawayan. And then kasi siya Malolos pa siya. So from Mekawayan to Malolos is still around mga another 30 minutes. Pero kung pupunta ako ng Malolos, hindi na ako aabot ng Parañaque, hindi na ako makakabalik for our online date. Kasi online date namin yung proposal eh. So ang ginawa ko I took the exit in Mekawayan, find a way to send the ring to Malolos, and then bumalik ako, takbo akong pabalik ng Parañaque para makaabot ako dito ng 7 PM. So, ganun.
Adventure.
Yep.
Diba naalala ko sa kwento ni Dom yung pinag-usapan natin sa previous episodes, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Ang gusto
no?
talaga, di ba?
Tama.
Makahanap
Yep.
ng paraan.
Saka mahirap yung yung wedding part naman, mahirap siya kasi nung una, yung first part of our planning, parang ang allowed lang would be just one set of ninong and ninang, and then parang based sa venue, parang 10 people lang. So talagang immediate family lang. Pero parang 2 weeks before our wedding date, biglang bumaba yung medyo naglighten up yung yung restrictions. So allowed na 100. So biglang nag-invite na kami dahan-dahan yung mga ninong. Yung mga ninong hindi na namin na-restrict. Parang sige kahit sinong available, go, and then we invited some few friends. So yung alam mo yung uncertainty that time, parang hindi mo alam kung pwede ba mag-invite, hindi, or so ayun. But it was for on the other side, it was a blessing kasi very intimate, no? Hindi ganun kalaki yung wedding, and then you're not pressured to make presentations, yung sayaw, di ba? Usual yan eh. Sayaw.
Na-pressure ka
walang
ba?
ganun. So, walang ganun. So yun. Yeah.
O kaya talagang hinabol nyo kasi wala kayong parang, yun nga, kahit COVID, hamakin ang lahat. Maikasal.
Yes. Totoo yun kasi I proposed August of 2020. And then we decided na December magpapakasal na kami. Sabi namin, ba't pa natin ito patatagalin? Ba't pa natin ito patatagalin? Kung kaya naman natin magpakasal ng December, let's do it.
Tapos hindi nyo rin
4
alam
months
kung hanggang kailan, di ba? Hanggang kailan ng COVID.
Yes. Tama, wala talaga. So we decided, 4 months lang yung preparation namin.
Wow, grabe. If there's a will, there's a way. Sa dating episode din, we discussed about essentials and preferences. So would you say that you were able to tick all your essentials?
Yeah, actually as early as 2018, nung nagde-date pa lang kami, tinanong ko na yon. Talagang latagan na kami. As early as 2018.
Good.
Yeah, so medyo napaga.
Since traveler ka, mga kamerienda, kasi si Dom is a traveler, an adventurer. So was it important to you to find somebody who's a traveler as well?
Yes, not to the point na yun yung pinaka-importante factor find that person. But yeah, it's under preference na at least she's open to traveling as well, especially adventure travels, yung mga hiking, mga ganun. And the good thing is Jen is also doing hiking, but not as much as I do.
Mhm.
But at least she does mga hiking. So
Oo,
yun.
kasi para makasama mo nga, 'di ba?
Yes. Yep.
Ikaw, Liv, was it important to you that Arrigo is a traveler as well nung na-meet mo siya?
More on ano siya, more on preference. He likes to travel, pero actually he likes hiking then trekking ganyan. Pero magkaiba kami ng I guess preference on where to go. For example, yung mga napuntahan niya US, UK, tapos siguro some parts ng Western Europe. So niloloko ko siya yung mga safe places. And then when I tell him stories na I went to India, I went to Myanmar, sabi niya, oh my God, is it safe? Is it safe? So in that sense, magkaiba kami. Tapos now na nandito na ako, sabi ko, okay, I want to go to Eastern Europe, yung mga mahirap punta niyo. Why would you want to go there? Parang, let's go to London. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako nakapunta ng London kasi sabi ko sa kanya, I don't know, wala akong masyadong, I'm sure it's beautiful. Pero I guess kung limited ang time and budget, I would rather go sa hindi English-speaking country. I don't know if that makes sense. Pero ayun, kaya hindi din ako napunta ng Australia. So yun, magkaiba kami in that sense. Pero he enjoys traveling din.
At least, 'di ba? Kasi iba pa rin yung nagta-travel versus hindi nagta-travel.
Oh,
Pero-
so in a way, ako yung magpo-push na, let's do this, let's do that. Yung medyo mas adventurous. Siya yung mag-pull back sa akin na, okay, hinay-hinay lang. So, I guess, okay na combination kasi I might get too crazy. At least mag-pull back sa akin. Tapos siya naman yung masyadong safe. So, ako yung nagpa-prompt sa kanya na, no, you try this, try that.
Oo, para meet halfway, no? Pero in terms of essentials, okay.
Oh, okay naman.
Okay siya.
Pero yung traveling kasi, I think more on preference. Hindi talaga siya. Yeah, it's not gonna break the whole deal kung hindi siya nagta-travel.
Tapos both of you married at 40, no? 40-something, si Liv. Was it a conscious decision to be married at 40?
Sa akin, I actually was targeting to get married before I turned 40.
40.
Yes, talagang target ko.
Kaya pala habol na habol mo yung December.
Habol, yes, totoo yun. So, but hindi kinaya eh. So talagang mabot sa 40. Pero
Kasi
ano naman?
Naging kayo before on your last year.
2018.
Tama ba?
Yeah,
2018.
2019 naging kami. Nagde-date na kami nung 28, nung 38 ako. And then naging kami nung 39.
Kaya hindi na ano.
Nung 40. So 40. So medyo tumagal konti. Pero okay lang.
Pero happy ka naman, Dom. I mean, do you think it would have been better if you got married a lot parang
earlier?
O okay ka na at this point ka na kinasal?
Nung nagpakasal na kami, that's the only time na sabi ko dapat pala earlier. Sabi ko kasi we would have more time together kasi 40 parang although she's still 35 when we got married. 35 pa lang siya. I'm already 40. Pero parang naisip ko na ang saya pala ng buhay na to. So parang kung sana earlier mas matagal kaming magkasama, di ba? Pero ito din, pinag-uusapan din actually talaga namin to. Sabi namin, pero siguro kung nagpakasal tayo like mid-20s, baka pareho kaming matigas ang ulo, pareho pang may toyo, yung parang gusto mo ikaw yung susundan, nasusunod, parang ganon. So tingin ko that we both see it parang no, I think in the end this is still the best timing, is God's timing.
Yes. Pero meron ka bang like a bucket list before getting married? Like ang dami mong travels. So meron ka bang like I want to go to these places first before I get married, or I want to do this before I get married so that I don't have to do that when I have kids already?
Hindi naman siya bucket list before I get married. Talagang lang siya. Bucket list lang talaga. So not necessarily na before getting married. Pero syempre, because I know myself as a solo traveler. So I enjoy doing solo travel. I think si Liv nung binanggit niya yung mga Myanmar, yun yung mga lugar na na ang saya niyan pag nagawa mong solo or talagang adventure yan eh. So yeah, siguro pa rin at some point pinag-isipan ko na most likely baka hindi niya ito magugustuhan if ever pagkasal na kami. So kailangan ko na siyang na gawin. Pero hindi naman siya yung intentionally na naka-plan talaga na, ay, hindi mo na ako magpapakasal pag hindi
Oo.
ko pa ito nagagawa.
So, hindi mo naman dinelay ang
Hindi naman, hindi naman.
marriage
No,
kasi
no,
ang dami mo masyado
definitely
kang
not.
busy. O speaking of solo travels,
Yes.
baka may kwento ka naman diyan ng favorite solo travels mo.
Yeah, oo. Kasi
Top 2.
um, top two. Number one would be, I would say, China. China
Where
yung
in?
una, would be number one because I explored a lot of provinces in China. Like I've been there several times and I choose the ones which are not most popular. Yung hindi siya yung pinaka yung parang mahirap puntahan. And
Yeah.
the reason why I enjoy China is kasi hindi nila tayo naiintindihan. So parang every part of the travel is adventure itself.
Mhm.
Yung parang nawawala ka, hindi ka naiintindihan. So as in almost I can remember vividly every part of my China trip. Parang alam na alam ko yung nangyari sa first day, second day kasi a lot of things happen kasi kung the usual trip lang siya, madali mo lang sabihin, parang ang daling malimutan kasi wala naman nangyari eh. Typical trip lang. Sa akin, from the trips that I had in China, favorite ko yung Datong. Datong is where you'll see thousands of Buddhas carved in a rock wall. And thousands talaga, like small, big, different sizes. And within that city also, you'll still see a walled city. So they also have a walled city within doon sa Datong na area. Tapos the second one would be Harbin. I'm not sure if you've heard
Harbin.
of. Medyo popular yung Harbin. And kasi nainganyo ako doon when tama. So nainganyo ako doon kasi dream ko makakita ng Russian structures. Yung mga churches na ganun. And you can actually find that in Harbin kasi for 100 years, Russia occupied that particular part of China when they were building the train that will connect Russia to China. So kaya lang nung nagkaroon ng civil war sa Russia, na-stuck sila. So they started building up their structures, yung mga building doon. Pag nakita nyo, talagang marami pang naiwang mga Russian structures. So maganda siya. Apart from the ice festival, which Harbin is known for as the biggest ice festival in the world.
Saka parang China, iba-ibang parts, iba-ibang cultures din nila, no? Parang
Yes,
sa laki ng China.
iba-iba. Yes, iba-iba. Actually, iba-iba eh. Kasi like for example, they even have a place na disyerto. So like yung Tibet part or Uyghur, mga ganun. Disyerto yun eh. Tapos even their features are different. Kasi doon medyo parang mga Central Asia na yung mga itsura nila eh. More on mga hindi na Chinese yung nila, yung mga itsura nila. But if you look at it, China yun.
Kasi so big, di ba? Kaya talagang sobrang yung variety ng mga sceneries, ng geography nila.
Yes. Tsaka nakakatawa kasi hindi pa talaga sila nagsasalita ng English except for the hotels sa main city. So okay yun. Pero pag lumagpas ka lang, wala na talaga eh. Hirap na sila.
Effort to the highest level talaga.
Yep.
Grabe.
As in, I've mastered traveling in China to the point na kailangan lahat ng pupuntahan mong lugar may picture ka. And then meron kang Chinese character nung mga lugar na pupuntahan mo, yung mga gusto mong puntahan. So mga ganong bagay.
So paano ka nag-survive without speaking Chinese? O you learned how to speak yung mga useful phrases?
No, wala eh. Kasi talagang ang first thing is I really need to have the Chinese character of the place that I want to go to. Kasi parang pag nagtanong ka, pakita mo lang yung pangalan, ituturo ka na nila eh. But it was really challenging kasi for example, bibili ka na, train is the most convenient way to travel within China apart from the plane, no? Pero train kasi, fan talaga ako ng taking trains. Long trip ng mga trains kasi sila talagang wide yung nila eh, yung train system. So even the train, pag binili mo yung ticket mo, wala din nakasulat yung destination kasi in Chinese din yung destination. So talagang ima-match mo lang na
match mo
tama
yung characters.
Yes, ima-match mo lang yung character. Tapos ito pa kasi when we talk about their trains, it's not just train na uupo kayo. the trains that I'm taking are ano,
Sleeper?
ito yung mga night trains, yung
Mhm.
may
Sleeper.
bed.
Mhm.
So may mga bunkers yan, kung minsan may mga 3 levels na mga beds ganun. So syempre may number doon sa ticket mo. So you don't know
May
if
character
the
pala.
number there is referring to the train ano tawag dito, train car,
Mhm.
or is it the chair, or yung bed number ba yan? Totally hindi mo
Mhm.
maintindihan yung ticket eh. So just imagine the ano yung the challenge. So again, but those are the best travels kasi
Exciting, oo.
exciting talaga siya. Pwede ka maiwan sa train kasi pinuntahan mo, or mali yung booth na pinuntahan mo. Tapos kung minsan meron pa sila mga ticket lanes for foreigners daw, kunwaring English. Pero pag pumunta ka naman doon, walang tao. Yung mga ganun, yung parang siguro sinimulan lang, and then later, wala namang pumupuntang foreigners eh. Sara na natin yan. So pipila ka talaga din ulit doon sa local tsaka sa China, di ba, hindi siya, yung pila sa kanila, ano lang yun eh. Parang suggestion lang siya. So pwede kang nakapila, pero pagka-open ng gate,
Wala
lahat
na.
yun doon na yun, wala na yun. So yeah, for many people that they will find that na parang nakakapagod yung ganong biyahe. But for me, it's a story eh. It's
Oo.
an experience na priceless. Kaya sabi ko, lahat ng China trips ko, kahit day 1,
Wow.
day 2, kaya ko siyang ikwento one by
And
one.
yung feeling of accomplishment, no? Kapag when you look back na, oh, I was able to do that. So parang, okay, pat
Yes.
back. Ganyan, parang,
Tama. Kaya actually, gusto ko ngayon that I'm already married, there are some places na gusto ko
Gusto mo
talaga dalhin.
balikan?
Family, yes. This
Mhm.
time, with my
May
family.
family. So,
Ganun.
eto yung mga bagay na buti nagawa mo as solo traveler, no? Kasi you
Tama.
wouldn't travel solo anymore, right? After getting married,
Yes,
or
wala na,
wala
no.
na, 'di ba?
Wala na.
Ikaw, Liv.
Mas
Si
masaya lang
Liv
may
din.
kasama eh.
Oo. Yan si Liv,
Yes.
solo traveler din. So, what are
oh,
your
not
top
to
2?
the level
Oo nga.
ni
Go,
Dom. So,
Liv.
cute na. Solo travel pa lang. Pero yun, same Dom, wala naman ako na parang I have to do this before getting married. Kasi I wasn't even expecting na I would get married pa. Pero things na I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Wala talagang necessarily na deadline siguro habang kaya ko pa.
Single.
Okay pa yung tuhod ko. So more on gano'n. And solo traveling, one of them. Para, ayun, tapos another one, I think I told you offline, Tina, is to live on my own. Mag-solo. So I think
Yeah.
those are, after getting married, I'm happy na na-try ko yun. Kasi I think those are things that would be difficult to do now.
Kasi hindi ka na mag-iisa.
Oh, di ba? Kasi may iwan ko siya. Tapos even yung solo traveling, kasi he works in school, so ang free time niya is school holiday. Like now, libre siya ngayon. Pero sabi ko, if kung hindi ako sa school, so ang leave ko, for example, is anytime within the year, di ba? So parang ibig sabihin, maghihintay ako hanggang ng school holiday before I get to go anywhere. So minsan I would ask him, what if I go, on a long weekend somewhere sa Europe, ganyan. Tapos sasabihin niya, with whom? With your friends? I go, no, alone. Sabi niya, why are you traveling alone? So iwan mo ako dito. Sabi ko, hindi ko pwede mag-leave eh. So I mean, hindi naman niya pinipilit. Hindi niya sinasabi na bawal ka mag-travel. Pero yun nga, parang iiwan mo ba
Bakit?
yung...
Diba? Bakit?
Oo, so parang, okay, buti na lang I got
Buti
to do
na lang,
that.
yeah.
Yun nga, parang off na gawin ngayon. Unless, syempre, kung business. Pero kung traveling for holiday, parang kawawa naman iwan mo siya. Ganon.
Oo, saka hindi mo na rin siguro feel, kahit naiisip mo, parang hindi mo na feel na, ba't nga ba ako magta-travel ng solo? May kasama naman, pwede naman may kasama, di ba?
Oh, yung gano'n, parang it's good, di ba? You never know. Siguro may mga ibang tao naggagawin pa rin naman yun. Pero you don't know when you get to that point. Or it could be na yung situation nyo, it doesn't allow. Siguro, for example, kung may little baby, I imagine medyo harder to do. So it's better siguro to do certain things kapag ikaw pa lang.
Would you agree that there are things that are better to leave behind in your single days? Yung kunyari ganyan nga yung traveling solo for Dom na tapos na ako dyan eh. Tapos na ako dyan and now I'm married. I have a new life already and I embrace this. So it's okay for me to stop traveling solo. May ganun ba?
Yeah.
For you, Dom?
Sa akin meron. Kasi like for example, before, lalo na yung mga trips na that entails risk, like yung mga hikes, parang hindi ko na pwede gawin yun ulit ngayon
Kasi
Kasi
you're
thinking
more
about them, di ba? Kung yung pwede ka mamatay doon lalo na yung mga hikes na medyo
sa
mahirap talaga na you can die, yung mga ganun. So parang iniiwan mo na na magagawa mo pa yun ng solo. So parang best na mukhang even if I'll try those risky travels, most likely I'll still bring Jen. Parang let's face it
Oo.
together. Kung
Yeah.
gagawin ko man yun, gawin natin na
Yeah,
magkasama.
together.
And even baby, di ba? Kung medyo malaki.
Yung age ng pagpapakasal nyo are not so ideal, di ba? In your
Yep.
40s, leave, and then 40 kay Dom. Was there any pressure before getting married? Na pressure ba kayo na may mga nagsasabi na, oh, ba't hindi ka pa nagpapakasal? Like si Dom, ayan, kasi guy ka, di ba? So, okay lang ka ba mag-uuwi ng ano? Hindi ka ba sinabihan ng gano'n?
I think very typical, no? So laging tinatanong talaga 'yon.
Nasanay ka
Not
na.
much sa mom ko, not much sa mom ko kasi ako I'm a youngest in the family sa siblings. So syempre yung parang kung mawawala ako sa kanya, talagang na 'yon, parang okay, wala na akong makakasamang anak. So hindi siya masyado nagpe-pressure, but the pressure comes more from some friends, yung mga relatives, yung mga more on doon sa side na 'yon. But in terms of yung talagang pressured ka na, yeah, I think I at some point I felt the pressure, pero naman, dumating pa rin naman, nakahabol pa rin naman. Pero talagang umabot lang sa 40. Ayun, yun.
Ikaw, Liv. Kasi pag babae, di ba, lalo na yan ang parating tinatanong, di ba? As if naman
So,
meron kang control, di ba?
and as if naman i-base mo talaga yung decision mo
Oo.
right. I think it's very Pinoy. Yung, but same with Dom, not from my immediate family. And I think they know better naman. And I guess nag-give up na din yung mama ko. So, I think they know you better and not to pressure you. Parang they know na it's not something na gagawin mo just because ninanag ka nila. But yeah, may mga ganong nagsasabi from usually not so close friends or maybe some mga hindi ganon ka-close na relatives. But I took it as Pinoy culture, Pinoy thing to do. Did not have any parang naman, hindi naman naging basehan ng decision ko. So okay lang.
Pero pressure aside, meron ka bang naramdaman like, I wanna get married by the time I'm this age? Kasi nga, syempre, kahit papaano, we cannot deny the biological clock if you want to have a baby, di ba? A kid. Did you have that thought na, okay, I'll be active online. I'll be active on online dating sites kasi I wanna find somebody. Ganun.
I think hindi siya dahil sa 40. Kasi when I was younger, mas klaro na I didn't want to. Kasi nga, there were things na I wanted to do pa. Tapos sabi ko kasi Tina na may mga responsibilities ka na it might change kapag you have a partner na. So responsibilities sa Pinas, sa family, some financial things na kinuha ko for myself.
Yeah.
So those were the things na parang gusto kong gawin to, andito yung focus ko. So getting married might do some things doon. So I knew nung younger pa ako na I didn't want.
Late.
Oo. Pero wala ako na parang 42, 45. Wala talaga. It would be great if it would happen. That's when I started sige online, sige checking out yung possibilities. Pero not because meron akong parang goal na by this age I have to get married na. Pero I'm aware na the older I get, of course it might be more difficult to have a family, and I'm okay with that. Kasi nga, I guess, ayun, siguro hindi ganun ka, parang mas realistic yung approach ko na I have to be ready, and it's not just about
While at the same time, yun nga, you get to do things that you wanna do by yourself.
Dom, when you got married, what was the first thing that you had to adjust to? O may ganun ba?
Yeah, meron. So for me, it would be more on making decisions. Kasi before, kaya mo na lahat.
Ikaw lang.
Ito, okay ka ako dyan, mabilis lang, di ba?
Mm.
And particularly ako, lalo na ako, when I travel, kasi I'm more on an explorer. Yung parang anytime
wing
I can
it.
change my itinerary. Like, okay, pupunta tayo, ito yung plano, but pag hindi ko nagustuhan yung lugar or I didn't find anything interesting in that place, kaya kong sabihin na, ay, mamayang gabi, hindi ko na itutuloy dito sa hotel na to. Ilipad na ako or babiyahe na ako or mag-take na ako ng bus para sa next na ibang lugar. So yung mga ganong bagay na easily when I was single, I can do that. Pero ngayon talagang the main adjustment is considering making decisions, not just travel, ha. So even the practical things of changing places, moving to this area, even career change, di ba? Yung pati kailangan mo na i-consider kaya itanong muna sa kanya, okay lang ba na mag-shift ako, yung mga ganon. So I think for me, that was the biggest adjustment after getting married. Yung you need to be more considerate dun sa partner.
Yes,
Yeah.
meron ka ng constant advisor or constant approving officer. Ikaw, Liv, anong biggest
Totoo
adjustment?
yan. Yung sinasabi siya ni Dom, parang oo nga, no? Iba yung na-prepare ko na sagot. So one thing is, kasi bago pa lang naman kami. One thing is yung kasama mo sa bahay. And I think it links dun sa sinabi mo,
Kasi
Dom, na you have to be more considerate. Kasi in Singapore, so even before I went solo, may housemates ako, pero yung room mo is just your personal space. You can arrange it the way you want it to look like, di ba? Tapos nung sa bahay, ayoko nung may maliliit na kalat, ayoko nung I can do that kasi ako lang nakatira. Pero ngayon, I have to consider him. So, kahit na yung bed sheet, parang masyado ba itong two-floor, di ba, for him? Yung gano'n, parang I have to consider na, okay, hindi lang ako nakatira dito. Kailangan i-check sa kanya, gusto mo ba to? O too early ba? O doon tayo sa middle. So,
Oo nga, sa decorations.
Sinabi ni Dom na, it's about considering another person sa lahat ng aspect ng decision mo. Even going out. Pero yun nga, ang pinapare kong sagot is yung nga sa bahay. Kailangan mo i-consider na may kasama ka lagi. And you have to accommodate din kung ano yung mag-work sa kanya.
So has it gotten into your system na leave na automatic na?
Nag-a-adjust. Oo, kasi ano ako, minimalist kasi ako. Ayoko nung may maliliit na mga decoration. Kasi parang
basic lang dapat.
ng alikabok. Tapos siya, marami siya kasi he's a musician, so ang dami niya mga anik-anik, ganyan. Tapos minsan pag nag-school year, pagka may mga school work siya, ilalatag niya talaga sa dining table. Tapos ako, parang nangangati ako, ang dami.
Ganon, kahit hindi pa siya tapos.
Oo, tapos kasi visual siya, pag niligpit mo yan, makakalimutan na has to do that. So I have to, compromise na parang, okay, he needs it for his work, sige, tiisin mo, huwag ka maarte. Ganyan. So ngayon, nabakasyon na, klaro na ang dining table na.
Mali. The way you want it.
Oo, kasi tapos na yun. Tapos na yung work niya. So yun, so we have to make compromises na nag-set kami na isang room para yun yung work niya. Sabi ko, you can be as makalat as you want.
Hindi mo makikita.
Hindi siya makikita. Whatever you wanna do, okay lang.
What's the best thing about getting married in your 40s?
Well, when you're 40, you're more stable. So in terms of sa job, and then at the same time, in terms of flexibility sa work, kasi mas ka na yung position mo medyo mas may flexibility. I mean, you have more room, no? Parang mas madali na mag-decide kasi you have your team to do it, yung mga ganun. So mas siya, for me it's mas madali, tsaka especially dun sa even sa finances, so talagang mas kaya mo na So yun sa akin.
So still better pa rin that you you got married at this age for you?
In terms of yes, dun sa aspeto na yon,
Mhm.
yes. So, but on the aspect of having a baby, yon yung binanggit mo kanina, teens, na okay, so tumatanda na ako, mas mahirap ng magkaroon ng baby, mga ganong factors. So actually, honestly, hindi ko naisip yon eh. Ang naisip ko lang talaga nung when I was, di ba sinabi ko kanina na I have na target before I
Mhm.
need to get married before 40. Actually, it's not because of the biological side kasi hindi ko pa yun naiisip eh. Hindi ko naisip na magiging challenge yun. Although I know, I heard, pero parang di yan kasi active lifestyle naman ako. Parang ang
Oo.
yabang, parang kaya ko to.
Confident.
Nag-ano ako eh, nag-trail run nga ako dati, nag-hike ako. Yung akala mong wala kang ganong mga factor. But for me, it was more on, yung sinet ko na 40 was more on, inimagine ko lang na kung magkaanak ako ng 40, then
Gagraduate siya.
by the time that I'll be 60 years old,
Graduate na siya.
he or
Nag-graduate.
he will still be 20 years old pa lang siya. Tapos ikaw ano ka na, di ba? Senior citizen ka na. Tapos siya 20 years old pa lang, pag-graduate pa lang ng college. So more on sa akin nandun sa aspeto na yun.
Tapos ngayon, since you're caring for your 6-month-old baby, syempre meron na ngang ano, no? Meron ngang physical strength involved.
Yes.
So, tapos wala pa to sa naglalakad, no? Dadaan ka pa dun sa
Yes,
maghahabol.
wala pa. Actually, kinuha ko na ulit yung mga weights ko kasi kailangan paghandaan. Actually, nararamdaman ko na mas mabilis na ako mapagod. So,
Still,
kailangan talaga.
you're better off than those who didn't go through all those trainings and
Tama,
all
yes.
those
Totoo yan.
adventures.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yep.
Liv, ikaw, ready ka na sa sagot mo?
Tama na it would be more difficult sa building family. Baka mas maraming challenges. Pero mas okay sa akin kasi I think mas prepared ako at this point in my life. Lahat mentally, emotionally, tapos financial, lahat na. I think kung earlier or younger ako, I'm not sure kung mas focus ako or I would be a better or a really good partner. Kasi baka, alam mo yon, hindi ako 100% to do it kasi kalat pa yung
Marami kang what if.
or what if, and marami pa akong gustong
Oo,
magawa.
yun nga.
And I
As
might
you
feel
mentioned.
I might feel like this is stopping me from doing things. I don't know. So feeling ko lang na, and that's not really good. Siyempre sa partner mo, and that's not fair kung hindi ka 100% in dun sa
That's true.
So I think for me, better na late nga siya considering na, alam mo yun, kung magka-family, magbe-build pa ng family, pero mas okay sa akin yung ganito.
Yeah. May stability nga. Again, di ba nung first episode natin, napag-usapan yung stability in your 40s. So yun nga, ang trade-off, so you would say na ang trade-off nga lang is yun nga, yung physical strength. yung when you have kids na at this late in life, but still, for you personally, better in all aspects in your life. But before getting married, did you have an idea of how you want your marriage to be or how it would be like? Tapos when you got married, are there differences? Parang expectations versus reality. May ganun ba kayo?
Ang hindi ko na consider or something that I didn't expect is kasi parang nung nagpakasal kami, for me the main adjustment would be more of us living together. Pero eventually nung nagpakasal na, I didn't consider na I already have an extended family. Yung buong pamilya niya, pamilya ko na yon. Tapos yung buong pamilya ko, pamilya na yan na rin yon. And then there are certain challenges in life na pag pinagdadaanan ng family, ng extended family, yung alam mo yon na apektado pa rin kayo eh. So, yun yung something na hindi ko na-expect. So, for me, I thought it was just us living together. Parang okay, typical naman yung nandyan yung mother-in-law, father-in-law, mga ganon. Pero yung sa akin is, it's really the extended family. Hindi lang yung pati yung pinsan, yung mga titos, pag may mga nangyayari, both from my side and her side, apektado pala talaga. So talagang there's a factor, yeah, it affects. So yun yung hindi ko nakita.
So, totoo yung
Ayun.
sinasabi nila na you marry one person, you marry the whole clan.
Yes. Sa akin, totoo yun.
Malaki ba yung families nyo? Siya or...
Mas malaki sa side
Yeah.
nila Jen. Sa amin, no, if sa magkakapatid lang, halos pareho lang kami. Kung yung direct lang, yung kasi 4 kami magkapatid, sila 3. Pero yung extended is more on yung pati yung mga tito-titas na So sa kanila, medyo malaki. And then, magkakalapit pa kasi parang nasa isang compound sila. Nandun pa yung, yung family. But again, there's both the good side and the bad side. Dahil nga din nandun sila, pag nagkaka-concern din kayo, ang dami ding tulong pwedeng maibigay, di ba? Kasi they're also there for you. So, pareho siyang but it's an adjustment na, it's a change na hindi ko in-expect na, okay, hanggang ganong level pala, it can affect your, your time as a couple.
So, totally
So,
new
yun.
adventure. Adventure siya.
Yes, totally new adventure. So
Ang
siya,
daming
same din.
unexpected.
As in totally the same. She's also trying to manage, yung mga titos yan, si tito, ganyan, mga ganyan. So, na talaga, it's an adjustment na I didn't expect na ganong level pala na pwedeng makaapekto sa relationship.
Para din siyang traveling. Like, you
Yes.
don't know what to expect every
Mm.
time you go to a certain place, especially kung nung nasa China ka, di ba?
Yes.
You didn't know
Exactly.
kung what's in store for you.
Yeah.
Ikaw,
Yeah.
Liv, kamusta ang adventure? So, expectations versus reality, especially
Well,
fresh pa.
kasi I didn't really think nga kahit nung bata ako. Siguro, nakwento ko sa Tina na my parents married late din. Kaya siguro we were growing up na hindi kami nag-iisip ng pagpapamilya kaagad. Siguro sa lahi. My mom had me when she was already 40. Tapos, I have 2 more sisters. So, late talaga silang nagpakasal and nagpamilya. Pero, siguro, based dun sa normal na nakikita ko, I guess, we can call it na yun yung parang expectation ko kasi yung nakikita ko sa mga relatives and families, like what Dom said, mag-merge yung family. May adjustment doon. Syempre, given na yun. Pero ang hindi ko or siguro something new ngayon is aside from that, yung mga adjustment doon is yung cultural adjustment. Habit na ipinultura yung napangasawa ko. So I think yun yung nag-add pa na okay, I have to adjust to all those things. Tapos plus pa itong this language barrier. For example, yung parents niya hindi nag-i-English. So kailangan kong matuto mabilisan ng Italian. So yun gano'n.
Pero did you think, kasi since Italian, di ba? Did you think, kasi ang daming mga movies or mga reels pag tumingin ka sa IG, di ba? Life with an Italian husband. So, mga romantic ang picture. So, may mga ganun ka bang naisip na, when we get married, ganito yung ma-experience ko. May mga ganun ba? Mga expectation?
Based dun sa mga nakikita lang, di ba? Italian life. Pero yun nga, yung reality is hindi naman talaga ganoon. Tsaka, iba din kasi yung culture ng South tsaka North. So, alam mo yun, parang hindi pala ganoon. There are a lot of similarities which I'm happy about. So, for example, Katoliko sila. So, alam mo yun, from that, nagkakaintindihan kami, yung ritual, even though hindi ko naiintindihan, pero pareho naman yung template. So in that aspect, medyo kampante ako na okay, at least nagkakaintindihan kami. Pero other things than that, okay lang kung mag-effort na mag-adjust. It's a good thing, it's a good change, pero yun nga, it requires effort.
Adventure din. So yung plans nyo of building a family, eto si Dom has started with a baby girl. How big of a family are you planning to have?
Initially gusto namin 5. 5 anak.
Seryoso?
Wow.
Wow.
Pareho, as in talagang we want a
Big
family.
family.
Kasi may mga sinusundan kaming mga family na mga influencers na maraming anak. Na sobrang nila. So parang we also dream of having big family. So sabi nga namin kahit nga basta kahit marami ganyan. And then but apparently when we were already together, ang hirap pala nahirapan pala kami magka-baby. So isipin mo, you're dreaming of 5, but eventually you have a challenge to have a baby. So we had 2 miscarriage before baby Reese came. So nakadalawa pa. So isipin niyo yun. So parang wow, we wanted 5 and now even 1 nung wala pa si baby Reese, even 1 ang hirap pala. So kami, for us, we had that experience. Talagang wow. And it at some point challenged our trust in the Lord. Na Lord, ba't hindi mo kami binibigyan ng
Gustong-gusto namin, di ba?
Gusto namin. That's what we badly want. Parang ayaw mo ba kami are we going to be bad parents? Kaya hindi mo kami umabot sa ganong So umabot sa ganong point. So but eventually ayun, nagka-baby naman kami after some workups. Hindi naman siya sobrang major workups, but workups that na parang nakaka-challenge din, nakaka-test din ng patience, especially kasi yung mga magulang namin lagi naman sinasabi, wag kayo, nagmamadali kayo, mag-antay lang kayo, dadating yan, mga ganun. Pero kami kasi dahil nga gusto namin marami and then we want as soon as
kayo nagpa-pressure sa sarili niyo.
Yes, kami it's not coming from people. Yung mga tao talagang naman, parang naintindihan naman nila. But it's really us. I think partly because it's also coming from the idea nga, sabi ko nga, di ba, yung pag 40 ako magpakasal, by 60-20 na siya. 43 na ako. So last year, 43 na ako, wala pa, di ba? So it means it's pushing back. So by 63, 20 years old pa lang yung, di ba yung parang yung nandun pa rin yung
parang project management
sorry, Liv.
Parang project management na na-push nung go live.
Yeah, para exactly yung ganon. So parang kinakabahan ka na parang, but we actually reached to the point na tinanggap na namin na what if wala talaga.
Were you ready for that?
So after the second miscarriage, parang sabi namin kay Lord, if your plan for us is really just us being together, then let's enjoy. Yung parang tanggapin na natin. I mean, kahit naman kaming dalawa lang, ang saya-saya namin kasi we are able to travel together, ganyan. Pero parang only at that point na talagang sinabi namin na, okay Lord, kung talagang this is your plan for us, then we'll just enjoy traveling, mga ganon. And then that's the time na kami. Yes, as in, it was a big surprise for us. It was only when we totally surrendered the idea of a child that a live birth came. So
parang siya, part pa rin siya ng expectation versus reality, di ba? So you're expecting
tama ka, Liv.
Reality, it's not that easy.
Alam namin mabilis lang. Yun yung sinasabi ko na lifestyle, wala, di ba? Wala yun, goodbye lahat yun. Hindi lang, kasi there are a lot of factors, kasi hindi lang naman siya, yun lang eh. So, maraming factor, and then dalawang tao kayo. So, 2 factors agad yun, yung combination, yung mga ganun. So, yun, yung kailangan.
And yung previous episode natin, di ba, Liv, yung health episode. Yung health episode, so may factor talaga yung age nga. Age comes into play when you're planning to have babies.
Tapos not only from one person nga, sabi mo, Dom, dalawa kayo. Dapat pareho.
Tama.
Yung combination nyo dapat okay.
Combination, yes. Isa, individually, challenge na yon. Individually. Combination din, challenge din yon. Kasi there's 2 things. One is makabuo kayo, and then next is to bring it to live birth. In our case, nakakabuo
kayo.
Pero hindi tumatawid, hindi siya kumakapit, kumbaga. So, yung iba naman may challenge, talagang hindi makabuo. So totally from that pa lang point, hindi na sila nandun na yung work, kailangan i-work up. So in our case, nakakabuo kami pero hindi naman tumatagal. So actually the first 2 miscarriage were only up to 7 to 8 weeks lang. Hindi siya umabot ng doesn't cross 9 weeks.
Heartbreaking din yun, no?
Sobra. Para ka talagang namatayan. Kahit ganun lang yun, no? Kahit 8 weeks. But the joy that na nadala kahit nung 8 weeks. Sobrang
Ah.
saya. Pero grabe yung alam mo yung emotion na from
Biglang bagsak
really
na.
happy and then biglang wow, mawawala na siya.
Yeah. Which reminded me, I think also that's one of the, at least for me, ha, na parang one of the key conversations, I think important conversations to have when you're planning to get married, na I think importante na the same page. Kasi
You
that's one of
agree? Mhm.
the I asked na pinag-usapan namin nung before pa kami mag-arrange na ng mga papers and documents and all. Kasi I'm older than him then. So tinanong ko siya na parang how important is having a kid for you?
Mm.
As in talagang importante pa yan. Na parang what if hindi pala? Kasi kung siya yung kailangan talaga. Tapos
Then,
what if kaya? Would
oo.
that, I mean, di ba, parang, di ba, depende kasi sa tao kung gaano niya ka. So, I think, yun nga,
Yeah, that's
importante
an important topic.
on the same page kayo.
Yep.
Kasi kung yung isa ayaw pala, yung isa
Mm.
gusto, mahirap.
Yep.
So at this
Tama.
point, Liv, ikaw, what's your plan? What's your plan? Are you still going to push for a baby or
Yeah, pareho naman kami. Pero yun nga,
whatever
even if
comes?
for whatever reason, okay din kami na kami lang. So, sabi ko, dapat malinaw yun. Kasi kung okay sa akin, ay, well, masasad ka. Pero yun, buti naman pareho kami.
So, and wala rin pressure sa isa't isa, sa inyo?
Wala na. Minsan nga when we go out, restaurants, ganyan, tapos may mga baby na, minsan nagtatantrum sa mga toddlers. Sabi, sigurado ka rin. Nagtatanungan kami ganyan sa niya, yeah, I think so. Pero siya, I'll have to think about it. Pero I mean, naglolokohan lang naman kami. So, yun nga, sabi na, ready ka ba talaga dyan?
Yeah.
Kasi
Pwede pa, di ba?
Part ng reality yun na parang you have to, di ba? Yung, ano ba, terrible to, hanggang anong age ba yung terrible daw?
3, 4.
So yung year na yun, and it's not something na gagawin mo lang for a few years Kasi talagang long-term commitment siya until adult na sila. So,
Yes.
you have to be 100% committed talaga.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Sobrang nakaka-relate kami. Kasi yung sa amin naman, nung nagka-baby na kami, doon na lang namin na-appreciate yung, sabi namin, buti na lang din pala. Although, syempre, no, we didn't want the miscarriage, no? Pero parang, at some point, like, God, we think that God gave us 3 years to enjoy our life together. Kasi
So
ang saya
perfect.
naman namin Wala naman kaming issue na kami lang dalawa Masaya talaga kami. But of course, we wanted kids. Parang, so, pero,
perfect timing.
Nagta-take note ka na ba para sa turn mo?
Taking notes, pero agree ako dun sa right timing, no? Kasi yun nga, may trade-offs talaga no? Yung you get married early and then you get to enjoy having kids early and then enjoying time with them. Tapos yun nga, pag gumraduate sila, siguro nasa 40 ka pa lang if you get married at 20, 25. Pero, when you get married late naman, you get to know yourself first. Tapos yung ang dami mong nagagawa on your own, solo travel, live on your own. Tapos yung kung ano pa yung ibang gusto mong i-accomplish before getting married. Pero yun nga, so trade-offs lang siya. Depende kung anong ang mas importante sa'yo, no?
Yeah.
Kaya,
And I think minsan kasi it's only when you look back that you realize, minsan syempre it's normal that we feel disappointed not get certain things or not do things, at a specific time. Pero when you look back, dun mo lang, I think, mo realize, tama nga na hindi ng time na yon. Tama nga na hindi siya nangyari kasi mas okay yung kinalabasan. Yung gano'n. Parang, and of course, syempre, makukuha mo lang yung, I guess, wisdom na yung pag nag-look back ka na.
So, parating on hindsight.
So, ang challenge dun is trust mo yung, I guess, process. Whether things happen or not. Trust that. Kasi, I guess, later on, makikita mo na iiwas for the good din.
Pero mahirap kasi
Mahirap yun.
tayo ngayon, yung corporate world is mabilis, gawin mo to, pag nagawa mo to, ito yung output. Yung parang, yung parang, pero ito hindi proseso siya talaga.
Correct.
Kaya yun yung parang yung topic ng Totga sa dating episode natin, 'di ba? Parang it's like regrets. Do you have regrets about getting married late or getting married early? So it just depends on how you look at it na parang hindi tama naman lahat ng nangyari. Tama, I ended up with the right person not
Mm.
because I'm just ready but this is the right person for me, ganun. So so nasa ano pa din no, nasa perspective pa din ng tao
Mm. Yep.
about how you make use of those experiences kung regrettable
Mm.
ba siya or hindi. On that note, so do you think age is important in getting married? After all, after all our talk.
It really depends. Again, yun nga, yung trade-offs, yung binanggit mo, Tina, no? Kung ano talaga yung importante sa iyo eh. So kung tingin mo like for example, in my case, so 'di ba gusto nga namin maraming kids. So from now, from my perspective, at some point pumapasok sa isip ko na nagpakasal dapat ako ng mas maaga.
Maaga.
Para matuloy talaga yung although we don't know no, kung kaya pa din naman siguro magkaroon ng 5 kids at this age now. Pero it would have been parang mas easier if it would have been earlier. So I think for me, at some point, I would say yes, age would still matter kung sa ano or for getting but then again kung ano talaga yung
Gusto.
importante sa iyo. Oo. Yeah.
Kasi
So
kung
yun.
kids talaga no, age
Yeah,
masakit man
age.
tanggapin ng mga babae pero age talaga yung makakatulong even
Yes.
if you're not really sure, you're not guaranteed to have kids even at 22, mga ganun no. Pero
Yep.
mas mataas lang ang chances.
Yep.
At mas malakas
Yeah.
ka pa. Mas malakas ka pa.
Tama. Pero again,
Maghabol.
getting married is kids will always be a part of marriage, you know. Pero but nung na-realize din namin nung nagka-miscarriage kami,
It's not
naramdaman
all.
din namin, kaya pa rin. Kahit hindi kami magka-baby, we can actually live the life together as a couple na magkasama. So yun.
Especially since na-reach na yung maturity nyo, 'di ba? Yung compared to when you got married at 20s, baka iba rin yung samahan.
Definitely. Oh, iba.
Yeah.
Ikaw,
I
Liv.
think it's important, oo. And while, yes, siguro yung building a family, papasok din yung age, especially ng woman. To me, personally, getting married in the 20s, siguro hindi pa rin ako. Parang I would still advise against that. Kasi one thing is, you have to be, pinag-usapan natin sa previous episodes, dapat buo ka na and alam mo, sure ka na sa sarili mo. And if you get married too early, wala pa masyadong nakikita sa buhay or ano yun, hindi pa enough yung exposure mo. And kung hindi pa enough, kumbaga hindi ka pa okay, tapos you merge with another person, parang I'm just wondering na paano magiging okay yung relationship. Yung ganon, parang there's a bigger chance, a higher chance na you would be, hindi ka pa ganun ka-focus kasi nga there's so many things that you wanna do. Or siguro at 20 you thought you like this pero hindi pala. Kasi nga, kumbaga hindi ka pa, kumbaga sa bunga, di ba? Hindi ka pa talaga mature. And things change. I mean, we change. Kasi sa sarili ko, iba yung mga gusto ko, iba yung mga pinag-prioritize ko nung 20s ako. If I got married during that time, I don't know kung happy or kung matutuwa yung asawa ko at that time na medyo ang gulo ng utak ko and yung mga priorities ko hindi ganun ka siguro mababaw. So, yun lang. Parang while age is a factor in creating a family, importante din na yung ikaw, yung maturity mo. And sometimes, that comes with age eh.
Yes.
Minsan sabihin nila, she's a very mature 19-year-old girl. Parang, okay. Diba? Yeah, parang okay, sige.
Pero meron nga kasi at 19 or at 20, talagang yun ang gusto eh. I wanna have a dream wedding, I wanna have kids. Ito lang yung gusto ko. Meron ganon.
5 years later, di ba? Kung yun pa rin yung gusto niya.
Pero yung maging clear lang sa gusto. Pero kung yung you're not, parang yung marami ka pang gusto sa buhay, but then parang takot ka din naman na mapag-iwanan
Especially
at a young
now, ha?
age.
With social
Ngayon, ang
media,
dami. Ang
it's so
daming,
easy to influence people. So a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old might say that, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a stay-home wife na naggumagawa ng sarili niyang yogurt. And alam mo yun, yung nakikita sa
ako
social
yun.
media. Yeah, pero I mean, di ba, 5 years later,
Yeah.
that would change. Na parang, okay, hindi pala ito yung life na gusto ko. I want to do other things for myself. Gusto ko
Tama.
na maging career woman.
Mm.
Kasal na. Yung gano'n. So
Pero
parang,
meron din akong kilala talaga na ganyan, na gusto nila at in their 20s to get married, to get married early in their 20s. Ako kasi, tayo kasi Liv, we didn't feel that way. Yung talagang klaro rin naman sa atin na we wanted to do these things. Parang si Dom, you wanted to travel, be an adventurer. Siguro meron lang kanya-kanya. So ang importante, you have to be sure at least sa sarili mo, kasi you're answerable to yourself, na ito yung gusto mo. Ang mahirap lang talaga yung you're married already and tapos gusto mong gawin yung mga single things. I mean, things that are for singles lang. Yung ganun. So on that note, so ano naman ang mga advices nyo sa mga those who are planning to get married in their 40s? So before getting married, maybe you have things to say or things that you would like to recommend before they get married.
Yeah, sige. Sa akin siguro kung hindi 40s, first siguro yung just get the idea of getting married. Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, no, kailangan kilala mo na yung sarili mo. Mahirap pumasok sa relationship, particularly marriage, if you yourself, you're still trying to actually explore a lot of things. Binanggit nyo naman kanina na mahirap talaga yan kung hindi mo pa kilala yung sarili mo. Kasi it will be chaos. It will be chaos. It's a life. Siguro yung iba, nakakaya naman nila, but that's not the way to do it. Hindi talaga yan ideal. So sa akin, yun, maturity. You also know why you want to get married. Kasi importante yun eh. Kasi kung depende sa dahilan mo kung ano ba talaga yung baka mali yung dahilan mo. So later on you'll regret. And then of course lastly would be yung maturity talaga. Yung knowing who you are, yung kilalanin mo talaga yung sarili mo kasi it will be complicated if you don't even know yourself. Tapos doon mo mag-aaway lang kayo ng magiging asawa mo nun kasi ang expectation is dapat kilala mo na yung sarili mo kasi this will be two things na magko-combine na kayo eh. Isa na lang kayo niyan. So it will complicate things. So sa akin yun talaga, maturity, know why you want to get married kasi there's nothing wrong naman to be single, di ba? So pero kailangan mo malaman kung ano ba talaga yung dahilan mo, kung gusto mo, bakit mo gustong magpakasal. And you should know your essentials for you to find a person as well.
Dom, you've been married for 3 years, no? 3 going
3
on 4?
years. Yes,
So
going 4.
would you say you're past that adjustment stage pala?
Yung as a couple, yes. Kasi medyo umabot naman ng 3 years. Pero now that with the baby, marami pa eh. Grabe, there's a lot. Even kaming dalawa sa isa't isa.
Kasi on
A lot
how
of
you
are coming out.
raise.
Yes, tama. Kasi nandun na yun eh. Ikaw, ang style mo ganito. Siya, ganito yung gusto niya. So, marami. Again, it's another set of challenges. Totally different. So, para sa akin nga, parang yung kami lang dalawa, medyo yung challenges parang lang eh, manageable. Parang mas manageable pa siya. Para mga tampu-tampuhan lang, ganyan. Ito hindi na pwede tampuhan dito. May umiiyak na bata, di ba? Tapos nagtatampuhan lang kayong dalawa. Hayaan muna natin siyang umiyak. Magtampo muna tayo sa isa. Mga
kailangan
ganun.
i-change
Hindi na
ang
pwede
diaper.
yun. Wala nang ganun. Wala nang ganun.
So talagang when you get when you have kids, talagang totally selfless ka na dapat, no? Kasi
Yes,
it's not
totally
just about
selfless.
you and your
Yes,
tampuhan.
sobra.
Another adventure. Liv, you have advice?
Wala naman. I think na-cover na lahat. Yun nga, know yourself, yung whys, why you want to get married in the first place. And siguro, okay, one thing lang is I think there may be some people who are holding off certain things, doing certain things kasi they want to do it when they get married.
Okay.
Parang ask
Mhm.
yourself why then, parang why do you have to, if you really want to go to Paris, why wait until you get married? Kasi these are things you don't know of, di ba? Paano kung hindi nangyari, parang parang na-lose mo yung opportunity or na-deny mo yung sarili mo yung opportunity to see a
Yeah.
beautiful place because gusto mo pagkasal ka na, you can always go back pag may asawa ka na. Pero yung ganun lang, certain things, na hindi ko to
Mhm.
gagawin kasi, or hindi ako mag-invest, or hindi ako gagawa ng certain things kasi I'll wait until I get married. Yeah, parang why? Parang if it's something that you really want, do it. Kahit na single ka pa, kahit hindi ka pa married. Kasi
Yeah.
you want it, di ba? Parang why do you wanna depend on, yung parang happiness mo, ididepende mo kung makita mo
Mhm.
yung sabi, yung ganun.
Parang ako yun, Liv. Ako yung sabi ko,
Ano ba yun?
hindi. Kasi sabi ko, Paris, hindi ko pa napupuntahan ng Paris. Sabi ko, I'll reserve that for somebody. Kasi,
Para pagbalik mo, ikaw na yung guide niya,
ako
di ba?
yung guide, no? Kasi
Oo.
ang reason ko naman, I'm not too crazy about Paris. So sabi ko, I can leave that for the time na meron akong lover. Meron akong asawa. So yun ang reason ko. Kaya yun, hindi pa ako nakapunta ng Paris. May isa pala akong
Yeah.
question kasi naalala mo, Liv, nung nagko-closing tayo dati, may question ako about how ready are you when you got married? Kasi 'di ba you can't be sure of anything that will
Yeah.
happen after marriage. Kasi can you really say na you totally know the person you're marrying? 'Di ba parang hindi naman, 'di ba? You can't be totally sure 100%, pero as long as you're sure with yourself kung ano yung decision mo and all, lahat ng napag-usapan natin. So, how ready were you when you got married?
Ako na ba?
Sige, yung parang paano ka dumating sa point na yun na I'm ready to take that leap of faith na
Sa akin, wala naman very specific na talagang sinabi ko kung ready na ba talaga ako. From my perspective, it was a matter of I think na-enjoy ko na yung single life for 38 years at that time na nagpe-pursue ako. Sabi ko, I think there's more to life na beyond being single. So kaya ako parang okay, sige, I think it's the best time na makatawid na din ako. I think even travel can still be exciting with a person kasi hindi ko pa naman experience talaga na that time as a married, no, yung parang ganun. So nung nagpakasal na kami, so meron pa rin. So there's a lot of things na kaya naman pa rin pala talagang gawin. So halos wala akong na kung ready na ba talaga or at that time kung hindi ba ako. It was more of I think it's time for me to enjoy the next phase of life with someone na
because you were sure of her already. So yung
yes,
meet mo na
tama,
and then
tama.
you found in her what you were looking
Yes,
for.
tama. Yep.
Nice. Live.
Yung parang taxi cab theory, so readiness nga.
No. Yeah, kailangan ready and with the right person. Yung parang kasi 'di ba you cannot be sure kahit kilala mo na siya, hindi mo naman masasabi
Yeah.
kasi as you mentioned,
Wala
you're still
talaga.
getting to know
Wala
her
talaga.
until now. You're still
Yep.
getting to know each other.
Yes.
Pero at least, you know key qualities
Yes.
that can assure you na this will be a good person to live with every day
Tama.
for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Ganon.
Yeah.
The risk, yung worth taking the risk for.
Tama. Yep.
Ganun ba, Liv? So,
Yeah, same din.
how ready were you there then to take that risk?
Yeah, same din na tapos na ako. I felt na Okay na ako. I haven't done everything, pero I've done a good share. But parang good share ng mga things that I wanted to do, that I had to do nung younger pa ako. So if I get married now, I wouldn't feel like I'm missing out on things. Parang okay na ako. Like what Dom said, ready na ako mag-move to that second phase siguro of sharing my life with another person. Tapos, okay naman sigurado na ako na si Arrigo yung person that I want to share that with. So, readiness na yung ganong in that sense. So, kumbaga combination siya na ready ako sa sarili ko, tapos yung tao is tama din.
Tama.
Yeah,
Yung
kasi
at peace ka with your decision.
Oo, I think it has to be both kasi kung ready ako, pero hindi naman yun yung right person, then hindi din mag-push through. Or right
Yeah.
person siya, pero I feel like wala pa ako sa ganong stage. I think hindi rin siya mag-push through. So I think sa sarili ko, combination siya ng dalawa. My own readiness, tapos fortunately,
The right person.
nandun yung right person.
Yeah, that's right. So yung alam mo pa rin, aware ka sa mga
Risks.
Kasi
Oo.
alam mo yung risk, pero dahil alam mo na kilala ko na tong taon to and I know that with those risks, if I'll be with this person, you know that we're gonna go through it.
Yep.
So knowing the risk, but you know you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so parang nagkaroon kayo ng mga forever travel buddies.
Yep.
Ang sayang marinig yung mga inputs nyo. 1 hour flew by so fast. Thank you for sharing your story, Dom.
Sure.
Thank you, Dom.
And thank you, Liv. First time namin marinig yan, Liv, yung story nyo ni Arrigo. Mga kamarienda, yeah, that's Liv's love story. And thank you for joining us in this episode of Merienda Therapy. So just remember that it's not too late for anything, including getting married in your 40s. Join us again in the next episode of Merienda Therapy. You can watch us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Thank you. Thanks, Dom.
Thanks, Dom. Bye-bye. Till next episode.
Bye. Yep.